Hey, this is Jeff Rose, soldieroffinance.com and goodfinancialsense.com. Today I want to talk a little bit about interviewing a financial planner. So you've come to that point in your life when you realize that you cannot do it alone, that you need to plan for retirement, but you just don't quite get it. So you need to find someone, you need to find an advisor to help you along the way. Whenever you actually sit down and meet with that person, here's just some general questions or general guidelines that you can ask that person to find out if they're the right fit for you. The first question you want to ask is, are they certified? And what I mean by that is, are they a certified financial planner? Somewhere, I don't know the exact number, but there's approximately between 800 and 900,000 supposed financial advisors in the country. And of that, there are only approximately 61,000 that are CFPs or certified financial planners. And that's important. How do you know if they're a CFP? One really quick way to find out is if they have the credentials on their business card. Just by looking for CFP after their name, that's a pretty good sign, that they're certified. Another way to find out is to go to cfp.net and do a quick name search to see if they come up in that field. But the CFP designation is one of the most recognized designations in our industry, and those that have taken the time and extra effort to get that just says a lot about their commitment to the financial planning process. So that's a very important question to find out. The second question you want to ask is, how do they get paid? And there's many different combinations of this, and it's just important to understand the way that you're going to be paying, for their services. One method is called commissioned, and that's kind of like the old brokers of old, to where they sell and buy stocks for you, and they get paid a commission from it. The obvious question here is, if they're getting paid a commission for selling you an investment product, it makes you wonder, do they really have your best interest at heart? And I'm not saying that that every commissioned advisor out there is bad, but it's just something that you need to understand the process. Other forms of getting paid are fee only, to where they may be getting paid just for their work per hour. So maybe you pay them for 5 hours of producing a financial plan for you, and that way you know the rate that you'll be paying them per hour, so you know upfront exactly how much you'll be paying. Another form could be, and this is also fee only or fee based, to where you're paying them a percentage of the assets that they have that they're managing for you. And for example, let's say that you had a sizable 401k that you rolled over to that advisor, and they're collecting 1% on those assets. That's how they get paid. So you're paying them a percentage of whatever they manage. But you also want to make sure that that's clear, and you understand that that is the only thing you're paying for, because in some cases there could be underlying fees associated with that. So you just want to make sure you understand from the get-go how much you're actually paying for their services. Another question is, how or what is their investment philosophy? And what I mean by that is, are they an active trader? Are they a buy and hold? Do they believe in passive or active management? And it's just important to know this, because especially if you have a certain investment philosophy yourself, you just want to make sure that that investment philosophy matches yours. For example, if you are totally into indexing and completely passive investing, and yet you're hiring a manager that is doing more active management, then even though they might be more than qualified to manage your finances or do the financial planning, but the investment philosophies might not mesh. And if you don't see eye to eye, that might cause strain on the relationship going forward. So you just want to understand up front, what's their investment philosophy. And, they can also show you some model portfolios that maybe they have used for, current and existing clients. So that way you kind of get a sense of, what they're investing into and how they invest. Another question is, what or who is behind the scenes? And what I mean by this is, are they a completely independent firm? Are they represented by a brokerage firm or a big broker dealer? Or maybe they work for an insurance company. But by asking this question, hopefully you'll be able to find out is, are they able to offer unbiased investment advice, or do they work for a outfit that is pushing, certain investment products to you? And, most likely, if they're only able to sell their own products, then just you might not that advisor might have your best interests at heart. So it's just important to know that. Now, if they've got the best investment product known to man, then maybe that's okay. But you just need to understand, where they're coming from and make sure there's no outside influence, on any recommendations they have for you. Often do you expect to hear from them? And what you can find out here is how many clients that this advisor is servicing. If they are trying to service between 500 to 1,000 clients, and you're like number 1,001, how much service can you expect to get from them? Now, the other side of this, maybe they've got a good system and a good team in place where they can service that many clients. If that's the case, then so be it. But you just need to find out that where do you fit in that advisor's business plan, and and how much attention are you going to get compared to everybody else. So that's also important to know. And finally, the last thing that you're going to want to find out is, are there any skeletons in the advisor's closet? And here, what I mean by this is that, and a lot of advisors or a lot of clients that I read this report where only 1/3 of all clients will do a background check on their potential financial advisor. So more than 2/3 do no background check whatsoever on the person that is getting ready to handle their retirement nest egg. That just amazes me. You are completely turning that over to this stranger, and to not do any background check on that. And that stat that I just shared with you, that was right about the time the Bernie Madoff scandal went down. So I would like to be optimistic and think that that number has changed or improved since then. But my hunch is that most likely it's probably stayed the same. So in the event that you're getting ready to potentially hire someone, it never hurts to do a quick background check on them. It's free. It's easy. You can do it in less than 5 minutes. The first site you'll want to go to, if they're a registered representative, you can go to finra.org and use their broker check function to find if there's any reports against them for wrongdoings. If they're an investment advisor, you can go to sec.gov and do a quick background check to see if there's any wrongdoings there. And finally, if they are a certified financial planner, you can go to cfp.net and do a quick search to see if there's anything that's been done there. So, and these sites, like I said, are all free. It's an easy check. It takes you literally less than 5 minutes to do it all. And you can find anything and everything you need to know about that potential advisor. So if you are heading out and going to meet with that financial planner for the first time, I wish you luck. Take a notepad with you to ask questions. And if that question brings on more questions, then ask that, because you want to make sure that you walk out of there with a clear, concise understanding of the whole process, how it all works, how you're going to get paid, how they're going to take care of you, and how they're going to take care of your money. This is Jeff Rose, Good Financial Sense and Soldier Finance. We'll see you again.